Welcome to Go For Your Life. Thank you so much for tuning in and giving me your listening ears. Woohoo! This is a podcast for everyone, about everything, and it's to encourage, inspire, uplift you to go for your life. And it is presented and hosted by myself, Caro, and my sweet dog Sparky. Give it up for him. I hope you're ready. Enjoy. So welcome back to another episode of Go For Your Life. We're in 3 cities. We're in Barcelona and in New York and in Amsterdam. Super exciting. I'm co-hosting today again with hubby Miguel.
Thank you for inviting me again.
Yes. Could not have done it without him because we're talking to a beautiful band. Value's here, Porcell is here, and Chui. And we're going to talk about music, which we're very excited about. And definitely, one of Miguel's favorite music also. So,
yes,
right
definitely.
Here. Just out of curiosity, what do you usually talk about on the podcast?
Yeah, so basically, it's called Go For Your Life. Do you know why? If I look at that song, I think it's very much Go For Your Life. I really, really love that song. So I think it's very much about, wanting to inspire and encourage people. And specifically when you guys talk about the PMA, like that's really what I want to, throw out there. So even I'm a yoga teacher, so a lot of the guests are somehow related to yoga, but also, I spoke to Keegan, who is the director of Cowspiracy and What the Health. So we had him on, and, some other, vegan activists, and
you have so
a
many
bit of like,
things,
a bit of everything really, I love sharing stories, and I love it when people are very passionate about something. I want to share their story, and I think there are too many stories in the world that aren't told, that should really be told. So yeah, you guys are definitely also one of these stories and one of these people that I really want to share with the world. So and being a messenger through a podcast is a great way of doing that. So I'm grateful that you're here with me, and I'm excited.
All right, awesome. What do you want to know?
Yeah, so we had a whole list. I just wanted to kind of start at the beginning. So I read this interview with you guys, and also how you two met. If I understand it correctly, it was at a shelter show in Barcelona where you guys. And then Chewy said something that you then took very seriously.
Right? Yeah. I told him that I was a singer, and we started joking about making a band, and I was like, you cannot joke with that topic with me because I take it super seriously, and I'm a super professional person, and super committed, and super when I see an opportunity, a universe opportunity, that it's you have to grab it. Okay, so I was like, when I saw the opportunity, I grabbed it with all my strength and wouldn't let go. So I guess I was a little pesada. How do you say it? Annoying. I was super annoying with him. Like, hey man, send me some ideas. I can sing on it, or send me your email, and I can show you stuff. I was like this until he sent me some ideas, and the magic happened.
Yeah.
I was impressed with Chewy's determination.
Yeah.
We will say determination, not that annoying girl from Spain that didn't let me in peace.
Well, I tell you, when she got my email, she started sending me some like videos of stuff that she sang on.
Mm-hmm.
I always, right from the beginning, I was always like, wow, this girl's a really good singer. Like, she can actually sing. So that impressed me. And I don't know. It's just some kind of like meant to be kind of thing. Because I meet 1 million people after 1 million shows, and I don't start bands with them. So somehow, randomly, I meet Chewy, and here we are. Our record's about to come out. So something was meant to be about it.
And were you joking when you suggested starting a band, or were you actually serious about it?
No, I had no intentions whatsoever of starting a new band. I was even thinking like if I ever was going to do new music, I probably would have done a new Shelter record. And I was thinking about maybe working on that. But then when this band started getting rolling, I just got so into writing and recording this record that it just kind of really took over my whole life practically.
Okay.
So I hope you learned the lesson. Don't say that to people that come to your shows. Don't take it so easily, because
Don't joke around. Don't you joke around.
not with that.
How did you guys manage to do it, like between Barcelona and New York? Then, like, how was this like a long-term, like month or years of exchanging ideas and lyrics and riffs and songs?
Yeah, it took a lot of time. It took maybe just for writing the songs. We spent maybe a year on it, and we used a lot Dropbox. That is super convenient because you can upload and with the email too. He sent me an MP3, then I put it in my iPad, and we were like back and forth. He sent me something, then I write the lyrics and make the melodies and record it, send it to him.
And then Porcell replied, "Take your time, I'll be waiting."
Yeah, that's exactly why we named the song that. It's actually a line from the song "We Get Stronger."
Yeah.
But only me and Chui know what it's really about because it just took a long time to make the record. So it's kind of odd to that. Like we wanted to get this record out, and finally it's coming out after like literally working on it for like years.
Yeah, 3 years because we started it just when the pandemic started. So it was in 2020, now in 2022. So 3 years. We've been working so much on it. And by the time we were like at the half of it, we had already worked so much that we couldn't go back. Like, when you work so much on something and put so much effort, it's like we have to finish it.
And did you straight away had an idea of who else you wanted in the band? Because of course you both know a lot of people, I would say, good musicians. Like, did you straight away know, okay, I'm gonna get these guys on the band as well, or how did that go?
Yeah, I had those guys in mind. I mean, I've known Vinny and Tim for years and years. I actually went to high school with Tim. That's how I've known Tim. And Tim was in that hardcore band Bold. And so I used to play with Bold, and Vinny used to also play in Bold too. So we did many tours together. We went to Southeast Asia, we went to Japan, we went to Russia. We have some history. We all over. So those guys were like really like my first choice of guys to get in the band.
Yeah. And did you agree with that, Chui? Like, were you also like, yeah, get those guys in, or did you?
Yeah, because I also know a lot of people, but I was always keeping in mind that at some point I will have to go to New York and live there.
Yeah.
And it's for people, it's difficult to change their lives. I mean, I want to do it because it's my dream. But if I tell one of my friends, hey man, do you want to leave all your life behind?
Yeah.
Leave your family, leave your job, everything, and move to another continent to start a band? People don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But I am willing to do that. I mean, it's difficult, and I will have to leave all my. I mean, I have my tattoo shop.
Yeah.
And it's been 13 years since I opened the shop. But if I have to close tomorrow, I close it. I don't mind. I mean, this is the first thing, and my clients know it.
Yeah.
When they come, I tell you, when they come to get tattooed, they always tell me, well, maybe next time I have to go to New York to get tattooed. Or they say me, and not now, they always tell me, like, oh, one day you're going to be a big rock star. And I will say, I have a tattoo of Chui. Yeah, they are super nice and super cool with that with me. So everyone in Barcelona that knows me knows that this is my all life dream. So so when we were like picking the band members, I told him like it's better if all the band it's in one place. Because it's easier for me to move there. Just one person.
Exactly.
Instead of half of the band or so, and he told me about his friends, and I was totally cool with that. Like, oh my God, team from both, and Vinny is super cool too. So
Mm-hmm.
And Chewy grew up listening to Bold, so it's kind of cool for her to be
I'm sure. Yeah,
Bold.
exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. That's also another dream come true, I guess.
Yeah.
Being in a band with these guys, it's at this point. I think that I don't get amazed with anything because I already seen everything in life. It's like okay, I'm not surprised. Keep the random stuff coming. I totally accept it because I feel like it's my destiny, and it's like okay, it makes sense.
It's just amazing how like it evolves for you, like it's really. And I also love that about the story, Chewy, because I'm just like you. Like I would say something, bam, go for it, like, and then I'll probably also go for your life, but also I probably also would have hassled Porcell, like, hey, remember what you said to me there in Barcelona? So I love that you did, and it proves a lot also, and I think it also what you did also really reflects the songs. I mean, I've only just heard the 2 songs, but I think it really reflects the songs that you're writing as well. It's very much like, like your story is in there, so I can't wait.
Totally. And in all the record, when you listen to all the record, you will see that every song, it's about something like this. I mean, there is one about animal rights, another one. I mean, but all of them have the same vibe.
Yeah. Before we start talking about songs, because we have a few questions about the songs, but the first question I also had was the name, because I was listening to an interview with Porcell from, I think, March last year or something, and you're kind of discussing in the end of the interview, like, I'm like getting a new band together, female singer, but the band name is still something that we're kind of, so can you talk a little bit about how that came to, because I have the feeling it took a little bit of probably time and / discussion maybe of,
No, it was quick. You said that. I mean, he told me, we should name it like this, and we agreed. But then there was like a standby time that we didn't know if we would change the name or not. That's why he didn't say the name.
So everyone said yes at first, but then they were like rethinking and.
You tell.
It was a long time. It was a long process, like writing and recording the record. So, you have all that time. You have a year to think about the name. So I'm always thinking, is there a better name? Maybe we could. And, we had tried a lot of different names. We tried a lot of different like logos and things like that. Chewy, I probably would have changed the name, but Chewy was like adamant, we're not changing the name. And I'll hand it to her. I think it's actually turned out to be the perfect name.
Yeah,
I really love the name, actually.
And I love the jacket. Oh my God, I love the jacket so much, Chewy.
I painted it by hand.
It was one of my questions. If you
can that please become merch, really? Like I'll buy 20 of them. Like really.
Did you write High Hopes in the front? Is it High Hopes or?
Yeah, it says High Hopes on the front. This is a jacket that I started painting years ago because I love to upcycle and make my clothes. And some clothes I make it from start, and other ones I grab something and paint on it and cut and sew. And that jacket I started painting it years ago, and it was in the wardrobe. And the sad thing is that it's falling apart. The fake leather, when it's so old that it starts flaking. Yeah. So someday it will be in a Hard Rock cafe or whatever, like the jacket.
Museum.
You can frame it.
That's really cool about Chewy. I remember when we were getting ready to film the videos. I was talking with Chewy, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm already making all my clothes." And I was like, "What are you talking about? You're like clothes? And she's like, no, I'm making my clothes. I was like, you make your own clothes by hand? Yes, I make my own clothes.
Yeah.
It's kind of the cool thing about Chui is she really like a lot of her like kind of signature clothes she makes. She doesn't buy them from the store. Always having touch them.
Yeah.
Even if she buys something from the store, she'll cut it and customize it and like, she's the
Yeah, because I don't want people to see the video and say, "Oh, I have that."
Yeah,
shirt."
exactly. I got that top.
Yeah,
Some of the clothes are bought because I don't have so much time or ability to do stuff because
Yeah.
I didn't learn how to properly make
Yeah.
cut the some of the clothes that I make, you can see it from the front, but then you see the back, and it's all with staples, or with pins or whatever. But yeah, in the record, inside the record, there are pics of the band, and the top that I wear, I made it on purpose for that photo shoot. Like I made it because it's the cover, I want it to be unique.
Yeah. Now
you made the whole outfit, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. The skirt too, the one with the checkboard. I made it with the plastic that you put on the books to cover them. The sticky. It's a vinyl skirt, and I make it like a checkboard.
Yeah.
Cutting the plastic and doing it.
That's
It
it.
looks really cool. Everything looks
The
great.
record, and you look at the back of the lyric sheet on the record, she's wearing her own outfit. She's the fashion designer of the band.
Freaking awesome. It's really, really cool.
Porcell,
I love it.
Can I ask you a question about your clothing, about the shirts that you're wearing when you're like shooting a video clip? For example, on the first one, you're wearing like, I think it's a Minor Threat shirt and a Herbivore shirt.
Yeah.
Do you plan it so you can actually, I don't know, if someone listens to your music and see your video clip, a kid that doesn't know Minor Threat might be interested in listening to Minor Threat? Is that intended?
You want to know how long it took me to pick out outfits for the video? Probably, I'm not even kidding, 30 seconds.
Okay.
I have literally been dressing exactly the same since I was 15 years old. Camo shorts, hardcore t-shirt, Vans. Like that's all I wear ever. Like all the time. I don't even know what else to wear. And it's so funny because my daughter, she's a teenage kid. So she agonizes. She like the night before, she'll spend an hour like picking out her clothes for school like the next day, and she sees me. Oh, I got a video shoot. Oh, let me grab this. Oh, this shirt looks good. Like in 1 minute, she's like, oh my God, like you barely even pick out clothes. You just pick out whatever's the closest to you in your closet.
Yeah. and you picked more shirts because I told the guys,
Yeah.
guys, bring clothes, not just one t-shirt, because we're making photo shoots, we're making 2 videos. I mean, I want to change my outfit at least 3 times. In the second video, it's only one outfit because we are in the field and it's like, but I'm used to that. When I make a music video, I change my outfit so many times and I love it.
Wardrobe. Hello.
But I told them, hey, I don't mind. Do whatever you want. I'm going to change my hairdo and everything. And I'm super fast in it. Like, change.
You're a pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a pro. Yeah.
If it wasn't for Chewy, the rest of me and the other guys, we wouldn't have even thought of bringing extra clothes. Chewy's like, you gotta bring extra clothes. We gotta have like different clothes for different shoots. And we're like, oh, really? Oh, I guess that is a good idea.
That's so
So we just grabbed some extra t-shirts.
You guys, did you shoot the 2 videos kind of like in a day or over a few days or something? Like were they both shot in Brooklyn?
In 3 days. 3 days.
Actually 4 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We shot the videos, right?
No, 2 days for the first one, but we made in Brooklyn the first day, and then the second day I went to Coney Island with Joseph, And then the other one was one day.
Yeah, that's true. We shot just like she said, first day in Bushwick, Brooklyn, which is famous for its graffiti.
Yeah, love it.
And so we thought that would be a really cool location.
Yeah.
And the next day she shot by herself in Coney Island. And then the next day we came back upstate where I live, which is like in the beautiful countryside. And all that stuff is like super close to my house. All those like
So nice.
wells and that waterfall.
Yeah, looks beautiful.
The thing at the end that we climb up is an abandoned fire tower.
Oh wow,
interesting.
Very
The day they would look for forest fire. It's in a forest. It's abandoned, and there's all these signs everywhere that say "Do not climb, unsafe." Like if you go to the top, like as you walk up, the stairs are literally falling apart. It's a little kind of scary to walk up this thing. And then when you get to the top, the whole top is like the roof is kind of destroyed, but it's such a beautiful view. It's like in the beautiful upstate New York countryside with the Berkshire Mountains and all the beautiful trees and forests and everything. So it's a really cool view from up there.
And the contrast of the two videos is super cool as well. You know how the one is sort of in nature, and the other one is really sort of you guys out, and you know like.
We wanted it to be that way. We did that on purpose.
Yeah, no, it's really it's well done. And I think what's so great about the videos coming out now, because the album, if I say this correctly, is coming out the 22nd of September, right?
Yes.
So I think it's also cool to have like these videos getting released. And you get really excited about like, you know, I kept like having your songs on repeat on Spotify because I'm like, I just want the other songs now soon, you know. Like, I think you are really building this momentum and this excitement for people people are really gonna want this album, you know, like I would say. So
hopefully we do some more videos too. We have a lot of good ideas.
And a lot of clothes to wear.
Yeah. And if not, I make it. I make them.
Chui will get the wardrobe done of everybody.
She's on it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm really on it. That's true. I cannot show you because I'm using the iPad right now.
Yeah.
But I have lots of drawings in my iPad of of the clothes. I designed them at first in the iPad, and I have a bunch there.
I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. She you know, when we were first talking about it, she sent me her sketches of the clothes, and then it's
I think I can show it them. I must have some of them in the phone because I am already planning the clothes that I will wear when we play live.
Oh yeah. Oh.
I was telling my daughter, my teenage daughter, I was like, yeah, you know, Chui, she's already like planning out her clothes and making her clothes for tour. My daughter was like, of course she is. Of course.
Yes. Oh my God.
A lot of us can see that.
She looks like her.
Yeah.
I draw it because I draw myself. I already have this one.
Yeah, and we really
This
like
one,
colors as well, like your pinks and your purples. I mean, yes. I mean, I live for it.
Yeah, this is something that I want to start playing live too, so people can really see everything of the band.
Yeah.
Because I'm a diva, okay? So I'm gonna change like the description of hardcore singer. I don't know. I want to be unique, and I am unique. And I am a diva. If I'm singing pop, if I'm singing hardcore, I don't mind. I will wear my sequins, my fake lashes, my glitter, my platforms. I will wear everything.
Yes.
And I don't give a fuck what people will say. Oh, this is Madonna core or Beyonce core. What is this?
No, it's
I don't mind. I love to wear that clothes. They make me happy. So.
No, I think it's amazing, and you know, like you gotta have that personality. Like and it's gonna be unique also, but from you guys, you know what I mean? Like, first of all, you have a female singer, which is super cool, and second, like I think it's really important that there is like a persona, that there is like, you know, like this uniqueness and this sort of authenticity that you have that you really can use, you know. So I think that, and you're using it. Yeah, I mean, and I think you have a wider audience this way also, you know, like you're creating something really unique, and I'm all for it.
Hardcore is about breaking the rules, so go for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, but sometimes you know that people can be super stiff and super closed, like, oh, this is not true hardcore, or
What would the guy say from Minor Threat? You should tell them to go fuck themselves. There's this great documentary, I'm sure you know it, Porcell, where tell the story. Like, what's
Ian Mackay. I think someone says something about him drinking
iced tea
that is not straight edge, and on the documentary he goes like, "Yeah, tell your friend, fuck you."
It's like, I mean, what are we like policing people now?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, that's silly.
It's a bit. Anyway, sideline. Let's go back to you guys and your album and your songs, because I think Miguel had a few questions, and we were really curious.
I would like to know why End Hits Records. Did they get in touch with you? Did you get in touch with them? Why that label? That's the label.
I met Oisey, who's the owner of End Hits, 15 years ago on a Shelter tour. He used to be a tour, before he did the label, he was a tour manager. And he tour managed a whole really long Shelter tour. It was probably like a 8-week tour or something like that in Europe. And I tell you, to tour manage it like an 8-week long tour, it's like no small thing. I swear to God, he was the best tour manager we had ever had.
Hey, cool.
So organized and so on top of everything. Anything we needed, he would just magically, make happen. And he's just like a doer and makes things happen and works really hard. And he was just an incredible tour manager. We were like, this guy's the best tour manager we ever had. And shortly after that, he stopped tour managing and he started End Hits Records. And so I always thought that, like, wow, End Hits Records must be great because that guy Oisey does it. And I don't know anybody that's more together or more hardworking or just like can make things happen more than that guy Oisey. That was our tour manager. So I had known him, from that, and we started working together when he re-released. We had the Shelter record. It was called When 20 Summers Pass, that came out on Victory Records. And Victory Records finally got sold to a major label. And when it got sold to a major label, the major label only took the huge bands. Like they took like Taking Back Sunday and I forget the other like really big, like Thursday and other big bands that were on Victory. And then the rest of the catalog got released, which means the ownership of that record reverted back to us.
Exactly.
So Oisey, and as soon as that happened, Oisey immediately called us up and he'd be like, I would love to re-release that Shelter record on End Hits. And we were like, sure. It didn't even cross our minds to re-release the record. Mm-hmm. He was the one that even had the idea to re-release the record in the first place. So he took care of it. He did such a good job with that record. It was just unbelievable. Mm-hmm. If you've ever seen the vinyl for that record, he's such a creative guy. The vinyl for that Shelter When 20 Summers Pass record, he did a gatefold cover. Huh. And it's the first pop-up gatefold record ever. Like you open up the gatefold and you put it on the ground, and like those pop-up books when you were a kid.
Yeah.
It was like a picture of Radha and Krishna kind of popped up, flat. This whole kind of like altar.
Oh, that's amazing.
Krishna altar kind of pops up, and we were just amazed. Mm. We were like, I can't believe this guy made this like really cool vinyl, and he got us so much press from that record. We're like, man, this record label is just amazing. Mm. So when we were shopping around the record, Oisey was the first guy to call me up. I want to put out your record. Like practically even before he heard it, he was like, I heard you're doing a new band. I want to put it out. Please send it to me. I sent him some like, even before we finished the final mix, I had sent him some rough mixes. And he was like, oh my God, I love this. I really want to put it out. Please consider End Hits. He was just, he was like Chewy. He was super determined. Yeah. Me all the time. And I had full faith in End Hits because, he did such a good job on that Shelter record. So we went with him, and I'm so glad we did because he's just so great to work with, and he's such a hard worker, and his whole label, all the people are just super creative, and they're a really, really great label, I think.
Yeah, it's really cool. And they're like Berlin based also, right? Like they're European.
They are, but he's actually moving. He's going to keep the Berlin office open, but he's moving to America
Okay.
like today. Like he's
Okay.
like packing all of his stuff up today, and so they're going to have an American office too.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Oh, that's good for them. That's good.
He'll be distributed and promoted in the US and Europe by the same label. That's great.
Yeah, yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah.
By a very organized, down to earth guy.
Yeah, that's amazing. And you wanted to know some meaning of some songs, right? Like we spoke about.
Yeah, like
Earthlings.
the band's name is Values Here, and we want to ask you what topics and subjects you're writing about in the lyrics on this album.
Huey writes all the lyrics, so I'll let her talk about all this stuff.
Well, first, the name of the band is a song of Doug Nasty that we love, Values Here. And I always love that song and the lyrics, the meaning, and values here in my heart. It's like, this is a phrase that I always said that I will get it tattooed someday. I say like, I will have it like here, values here in my heart, because I'm a super values person, I would say. Like super straight with my values. My boyfriend always jokes about it. Like, you have too many values. He always says, like, you're like a samurai or something like this, because I'm super like loyal and think about respect and trust and having with everything, with the family, I don't know. I have strong values. That's it.
Yeah.
So the songs, you only heard two of them, but you will see in the record that all of them talk about positivity, waking up, chasing your dreams, feeling worthy, not giving up, don't listen to criticism of haters. You will see, because I don't know if I can make a spoiler of the songs, but if you read the titles of the songs, you can see more or less the topics.
Yeah.
But we have a little bit of everyone. We have one that is for the animal rights. Basically, it's, I don't know, overcoming problems in your life and grabbing the opportunities that life give you. All the songs are something positive.
Cool.
I always joke that there are no love songs in the record.
Yeah.
You know,
Good.
this is the typical thing that people say. Oh, you're a pop punk band. You're a pop singer. Like, I'm singing about BMA.
Yeah.
This is more hardcore than other things. For me, it's the message. It's not my look or my voice.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know how to scream too. I could sing like, I can do it, but I just don't want to, because I want to sing the melodies that I love. But sometimes it's like you have to, they want you to fit in a mold, and I don't know. I don't want to do that.
No, and you really shouldn't. You know, I think that I think it's great. I mean, I also just love the band name for that. You know, like I think values. Very much now, I think values just go, you know, people just don't, they sell them, they sell out, you know, there's just like values are disappearing, you know, more and more, you know, especially the new generations, like you can just see it, you know, like, and I think I'm also like you, very, very ethical and very much about what you just said about your boyfriend. I think Miguel says it to me all the time, like,
yeah, that's the word, ethical, that's the word, because I'm always like, oh no, this is not good, and he's like, yeah, it doesn't matter, and I'm like, no, this is important, you know, like super. Yeah.
No, and I think, for me, it was very attractive to hear the name also. I was like, ooh, I want to know what this is all about when you hear the band name, you know. So it's and the songs also, the song names are great, and I'm really looking forward to hearing the album and, you know, knowing more.
Only 19 days you will shoot.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. I was thinking of making sure that we release this podcast, like a week before, so we can really, get people excited about
Also
it, and
promote the
everybody.
album. Yeah.
And everybody listening also now, so you know that by the time this is released, it's only a week out, so we'll get all the information in the show notes, and people can go and buy the record and spread it, and of course we also really hope that we get to see you in Amsterdam. Like that's what
I hope so.
Yeah.
I want to play Milky Way.
Yes, exactly. The Melkweg. I would love that. Because is there are already some tour dates, or are you already planning some tours ahead, or like what are you guys thinking?
We're trying to set something up right now. If you know any tour promoters or the Milky Way promoter?
Yeah, I mean, we should definitely. I was thinking actually of getting in touch. I'll definitely see if I can help in any way. I'll definitely will, for sure. Yeah.
I love that.
Thank you.
Use some contacts and some links.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and maybe also Portugal,
Yeah.
or like with Miguel. Because Chui, with you being in Europe, like, are you guys thinking, you're gonna focus on both Europe and US, or will you mainly be thinking of the US for the moment, or like what? Anywhere really? Is that
Anywhere, whatever comes first.
Yeah.
We want to play all over the world.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's a cool idea.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. We've got to manifest that.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be really.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. Did you have any more questions, Miguel? Like also when it comes to
questions. It's more about the members of the band. Apart from being musicians and now being so excited about your band values here, what do you guys do for a living? Like, I know that Chui is a tattoo artist, but is there anything else?
We all have super interesting jobs.
Yeah.
We've all built our own thing. Like, none of us work for a different business or like employees. It's kind of cool that we all we're very independent.
Yeah.
And kind of done her own thing in life. So Chui built her own tattoo studio. She doesn't work for anybody. She doesn't get a paycheck. She works for herself. I'm a yoga teacher. Mm-hmm. And I also lead yoga retreats. I'm doing a retreat in India this January. I do online courses. I'm doing a 2-month-long one right now. It's called Yoga Restart. So, that's like, quote unquote, my job, even though I don't consider it a job. I love doing it. And Vinny is a kickboxing instructor. He's like an incredible kickboxer, and he makes it like a real good living, just like doing one-on-one instruction.
Amazing.
And he also, he does kickboxing classes in different gyms throughout the city.
Yeah.
But mostly he does his own business of just doing like having one-on-one clients and things like that.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Tim runs his own really high-end carpentry business.
Wow.
Interesting.
And it just kind of turned out that he was doing it in New York City, and he was really super successful at it. And he moved to California, and now he's sort of the carpenter to the stars. Like,
whoa, okay.
He's done like all these like Hollywood stars. He'll go into their house and he'll like totally redo their house, or like he worked at Ryan Gosling and Ava Mendez's house, and they for a long time, like he basically redid their whole house. And
wow,
there's one famous architect that built all the houses in the Hollywood Hills. I forget his name. Tim was telling me about him, and it's like a particular type of architecture that was done in like the 60s and 70s, that all these like famous movie stars had their house done by this certain architect, and that architect died. And so one of these people, they wanted him to come in and like update their house and redo the house, but they're like, you can't mess with this guy's architecture because
it's specific. And
so Tim went through and he figured out how he could keep true to the architecture, but actually redo and update and modernize the whole house. The guy was so happy with it that he told everybody else in the Hollywood Hills, Tim Brooks just redid my house. he did an amazing job. He kept all the original architecture. And so one by one, all these famous movie stars started having Tim work on his house. And now he's just like architecture.
That's amazing.
Carpenters and the stars, we call them.
Wow. Yeah, that's a bunch of very interesting, interesting to be all together. Like, and like one of my last questions, because I know you guys have been doing interviews all day. Thanks again for taking the time for us. Like, really, you guys are so amazing. And just, Porcell, as you were mentioning, your yoga teacher, we are going to have you solo on the podcast very soon as well. So also look out for that. So that's going to be amazing. I already have like 200 questions written down for you on another time. But like, if you look at the albums coming out the 22nd of September, what do you hope listeners will get from the album, or what is your hope people will, you know, what would you like to bring to people with this album if it was up to you guys?
You started.
Talk?
Well, we can talk both. For me, it's first the message that I told. I want to uplift people with the songs. So I hope that when they hear them, they get that energy that we put on it, that positive message, that drive to make things happen. Because when you're depressed, I mean, it's nice if someone tells you everything is gonna be okay. Yeah, it's true. But you have to wake up and start doing something if you want it to change. There are some things that no. Sadly, there are things that cannot change, or maybe someone is ill or whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people that is stuck in their own prison. You know, maybe you're in a job that you don't like, or you're in a relationship with someone that it's not good for you, but you stay there just to not being alone. So I want people to have this sparkle to say, hey, I'm the one that is on charge of my own destiny, you know. Besides the fate and destiny, I am the one that has the key to wake up and go for it. This is what I want to spread. And now you.
Over to Porcell.
I would say that the magic of music is, for any kind of music, is that, a person, like, songwriters, they have this idea, and, especially a singer, a person that's writing the lyrics, they have this idea in their head, and they have these emotions that are in their head, and they very poetically write it into a song. And that's like a little kind of like piece of their heart that kind of goes into a song, And the magic of music is when people hear that, and it also ignites that same kind of emotion in them. And that's really kind of brought to its highest peak when you go see that band. And just being in bands, this is the magic of music. You put out something, a little piece of your heart, other people relate, and they kind of it strikes a chord in them. It's like not even being in a band, me just being a fan of music. That's happened to me so many times. And then when you go see the band, it's just like, it's so amazing because you're putting out this kind of like message and energy, and then the audience is feeling that, and they're giving energy back to you. And that's like the beauty and wonder and magic of music, that you put something out, you record it, people relate to it, people get into it on an emotional level, then they come see you, and then the whole thing just kind of explodes. And not only am I really excited for people to hear the record and hopefully feel that, but also come to shows, and the full expression of that will come out.
Yeah.
So we're super excited.
Yeah. It is exciting. It's exciting times for sure.
Can't wait to go to a show.
Yeah. Can't wait to have you here in the Milky Way. It is
Awesome. I love
actually
that.
a place here in Amsterdam, guys. It's not just the Milky Way. It's called Melkweg. It's a
Yeah.
very cool
It's
venue.
an actual place.
And yeah, we will hopefully see that happening. Well, I mean, I wish you nothing but the best, as we were saying. Like, even I can listen to this music because Miguel is a hardcore
I
kid.
finally can play something at home that
Yeah.
both of us can enjoy.
Really enjoy.
That's a win.
I also love your tattoos and I love your personality. We have a lot in common, Chewy. So, and I also have a lot in common with Porcell. So it's so nice to been able to do this with you guys. And yeah, I just wish you nothing but the best. And also what you sing in the song, you know, like everything falls into place right in your face. I mean, that's just how we should be living, you know, like when we feel we're in the right alignment, we're in the right track. And I really, yeah, you deserve the very best. And I really hope this is going to be a huge success because, you know, I just really, even talking to you now, but already when I was listening to the songs, I really wish you that, you know. So
Thank you.
yeah, and anything we can do to help you and spread the word for you, we definitely will, because we get the values here for sure. Yeah.
We hope to see you live at Milkweg one of these
Yes,
days.
well done. That's how you say it. Really
That's it.
good, very good. We
Hopefully soon.
definitely hope that. And of course, everybody listening, please go check these guys out. 22nd of September, the album is coming out. We'll give you all the links in the show notes. And thank you again for taking the time, for you two for being here, like Barcelona, New York, Amsterdam connection. Do you want to say anything, Miguel?
No, I'm very excited about it. So
Yeah. We're both
really,
very excited.
Really. And I just want to wish you the best. And I think
Thank you.
like the name is amazing. The lyrics, I just know two of them are really positive and uplifting.
Yeah.
And I don't really remember the last time I was so excited about a new band. And that
Oh,
so thank you so much for the inspiration.
Yeah. Same.
Right.
thank you so much. That means truly that means a lot for me.
I'm the guy that listens to the same band since the 90s. Like listening to the same albums, the same bands, and there's a lot of people like trying to, you gotta listen to this one, and I'll go like, I'm good with this one. I'm that guy. So yeah, you changed my.
Thank you. That's a super massive thing because I'm a little bit like that. I've been listening to the same records since I was 13 years old, and that happens to me too. And so it's incredible thinking that someone will take the time to listen to my record instead of a record from 92. You know. So.
Yeah, so everybody that's listening, you know the drill. Be good to yourself, be good to others, especially the animals, and go check out this album, 22nd of September. So thank you guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all so very much for listening to Go For Your Life. I really appreciate it. And if you liked it, you know what to do. Please leave a review, leave a comment, share it amongst friends, do whatever you can do to support me and this podcast because it is my life. Thank you very much, Miguel, for doing the editing. Thank you so much, Maria, for your beautiful designs. Thank you, Sparky, for being the best co-host ever. Thank you, animals worldwide, for your daily inspiration to keep me going, for always putting that fuel in me. Thank you so much because we know the drill, right? Namaste, vegan. Go, 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 go for your life. Go, 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 go for your life.